Welcome to our YouTube channel. In the annals of true crime, one name stands out as a chilling epitome of terror: the Boston Strangler. Today, we delve into the gripping narrative that captivated the nation in the early 1960s. But instead of revisiting the haunting reality of the unsolved case, we'll be exploring the cinematic portrayal of these heinous crimes. Join me on this journey as we unravel the story of the Boston Strangler as depicted on the silver screen. The enigmatic killer, the victims, and the relentless pursuit of justice, all brought to life through the lens of cinema. But first, let's set the stage. The early 1960s, Boston, Massachusetts, a city gripped by fear as a serial killer known as the Boston Strangler wreaked havoc. The real-life case remains unsolved to this day, but on the silver screen, storytellers have attempted to shed light on the darkness that enveloped this era. In 1962, Boston Record-American correspondent Loretta McLaughlin explores three instances of more established ladies who were assaulted and killed by strangulation in the Boston region. She affirms the casualties all had stockings tied around their necks in a bow, presumably associating the wrongdoings to a chronic executioner. The story maddens Boston policing great as Loretta's chief, who intends to kill the report to safeguard the organization. At the point when a fourth casualty is found, Loretta and individual journalist Jean Cole choose to proceed with the examination. The two ladies persevere through widespread sexism in their working environment and society. Loretta's marriage is stressed by her extended periods of time and her family is irritated. While composing the articles, Loretta coins the name the Boston Strangler. After 1 year, a seventh lady named Sophie Clark is killed. A neighbor experienced a man who could be the executioner, and she gives an unclear portrayal. Sophie is a lot more youthful than past casualties, what breaks the Strangler's example. Loretta and Jean later find that the Boston Police Division is bungling the examination and not offering data to different urban areas. Comparative homicides, similar to one committed in New York City by a man named Paul Dempsey, have been disregarded. Albert DeSalvo, a suspect in the examination, is arrested. Sophie's neighbor is approached to distinguish him in a lineup, yet she picks an alternate man, George Nassar. Notwithstanding this, in 1964, DeSalvo admits to every one of the 13 killings. Police need more proof to attach him to the homicides, so he is rather indicted for before violations of burglary and sexual offenses and condemned to life detainment. By 1965, Loretta gains from a police criminal investigator in Ann Arbor, Michigan, that there have been 6 homicides there that are indistinguishable from the Boston Strangler's work. She goes to Ann Arbor and learns the most probable suspect is Daniel Bogg, an ex of a Strangler casualty. Bogg is subsequently captured, however, will not help out police. In 1973, DeSalvo calls Loretta and advises her to come to visiting hours the following day to hear his side of the story. Before Loretta can meet with him, he is cut to death by another detainee. Following a mysterious tip, Loretta meets with Harrison, a previous patient at Bridgewater State Medical Clinic. He uncovers that DeSalvo, Swamp, and Nassar were completely held in a similar ward simultaneously. Harrison additionally guarantees DeSalvo's admission was trained by Swamp and Nassar. Loretta visits Nassar in jail. He rejects that he and Bogg trained DeSalvo, however, concedes he expected to guarantee the prize. He blames Loretta and the media for causing a buzz around the Strangler, and implies that there is more than one killer, however, that the general population would rather not grapple with it. Loretta and Jean make a hypothesis that Paul Dempsey killed the initial 6 more established ladies in Boston before he moved to New York. When Dempsey left Boston, copycat murders emerged, it being a lot more youthful to bring about the later casualties. DeSalvo admitted to every one of the 13 killings, so Nassar could gather a $10,000 reward for each casualty. Consequently, Nassar sorted out for DeSalvo to be addressed by high-profile legal advisor F. Lee Bailey. DeSalvo was likewise misdirected into accepting he would get $1 million book bargain that could uphold his loved ones. The Record American distributes Loretta and Jean's hypothesis. An epilogue recounts Loretta turning into an honor-winning clinical columnist at the Boston Globe. Jean kept functioning as a columnist for a considerable length of time. She and Loretta stayed dear companions. Bogg was never accused of homicide. Nassar never got a prize and is mistakenly said to, in any case, be in jail as of 2023. In 2013, DNA proof connected DeSalvo to the 13th homicide, however, not the other 12. Thank you for joining us.